Grizzly, look at this. What's this? Yeah. It's him. He's got his own merch. G'day guys, Chris here from Vo-Gus Prospecting. Besides my sweet new merch that Zoe made, I'm back out here today on that gravel bar where I did my 26-minute video. I've been test panning today. Look, I know that there's gold in that other area that I was working and it's alright, but it is very small flood gold and I wanted to know, is there any other layers of it? Is there any other streaks? And there is. So what I wanted to show you today, a little bit quicker than 26 minutes, is what difference it makes by just changing where you're panning and testing, because the difference in half a foot can be half a gram to pulling out a gram easy in a day. Here's where I was working. Now yesterday I started where the lights had been deposited and worked my way back towards the heavies. At this end I was finding very small flower gold, very fine, no lead shot, no steel, no nothing. As I moved back 3 buckets in, I was questioning why I still wasn't finding any of them, and it wasn't until this point here that I started pulling out lead shot and steel. I've worked more about today. The gold's continuing in the same sort of fashion, and that's really good. But I decided to have a look around, because why not? I test panned the little stream that I talked about yesterday that comes off the back of this, and there is gold in there. You're getting about 10 or 15 specks per pan, about halfway down. So that's another spot I could work. But here's a really cool one. I also identified this as a secondary stream yesterday. When I came over here this morning and had a look at it, I noticed this really hard packed clay down here. Now this is decayed bedrock, is what I explained yesterday. It's mudstone that has swollen up and decayed over time, and rocks and stuff have been forced down into it. The brilliant thing about this is I'm pulling awesome gold out of this, and because it is so hard and dense, this has been here for a very long time. The stuff on the top is still loose. It has a little bit of recent flood gold, but this stuff is cracking along. When I tried over here, I still found gold, but I didn't find nearly as much. And I'm going to show you a couple of pans to show you the difference between working layers of dirt. This is the hard pack layer, and this is the soft layer. We're talking about a 1 foot gap between the two. I'm going to work the soft layer first, and the reason I'm going to do that is to show you what people often think is really good gold, and it would add up if you worked it all day, but it's not the best gold in this area. And like I said before, in 1 foot you can pull out much better gold. So let's get some of that dirt. If we actually follow this layer across, you can see it still is in here, the same colours there, but it's just not packed as tight as what this is. So it's very easy to just scrape out with a little hand tool. It's extremely easy to break apart with a shovel. For scientific purposes, we're going to do 3 sieves worth from both spots. So we've got our 4 sieves worth of pan dirt, and now we'll wash it off, and I'm going to show you the difference. So this is from the light airy dirt, or the airier dirt, and then we're going to do the hard stuff. Now what I'm really talking about here is the difference between having a good day and having a great day. Good days are easy to come by. I mean, it's pretty easy to rock up to anywhere in the northeast that has gold in it and dig a lot of dirt, and you'll still pull out a respectable amount of colour. But if you spend some time panning and testing, you'll find spots where you don't have to work as hard and you'll get more gold. And this is what this is about. It's the fact that I've spent half a day so far just looking to make sure that I'm on the best possible ground. Alright, here we go. I want you to note a couple of things. Not just the gold, but what's actually in the sand. Black sand and ironstone are heavies, and they accumulate with gold. So a lack of them shows you that the gold itself probably isn't going to fall out of the system. Alright, look at that. Hardly anything in that one. I was actually getting more specks the last pan that I did. So we've got gold. I'll clean it up as much as I can. There's still a good speck count, but it's little. It's fine gold. So we've probably got about 10 micro dots there. And that's not a lot of gold. I mean, 10 bits of gold, alright, that's okay. That's not so bad, but they're only little. They're not going to add up very quick. Well, they are going to add up in specks, but they're not going to add up in weight very quick. And that's the thing. So we've got a good speck count, but they're not big enough. I just had to cut that because I fumbled my words so badly. The absence of heavies means that the low pressure point was somewhere else. This is flood gold. It's only come in on the lights, or it hasn't had enough low pressure to drop out of the system, and that's why it's so little. So we need to find where the heavies are accumulating. If there's that many specks here, it's close, but it's not right on it. I've already found it. Let's go dig the hard stuff. Alright, you can see that we've extended that hole back a little bit further, and we're following the same layout as where the hard pack is. But obviously, because it's turned 90 degrees, even though we've got all these large rocks and whatnot, it's not quite right. For some reason, it's not quite right. There's not a low pressure system. When we scrape this stuff, see how that's got lots of clay in it? Well, that's a decayed bedrock. And these rocks have been deposited here over a long time. There's a lot more hard, jammed in there rocks that are extremely difficult to get out. And that means that this deposit has been there for a long time, nothing's touched it, and when gold does sink through the top layers after floods, it settles in that clay and it can't move any further. Alright, 4 sieves worth of dirt is all we're doing to make it exactly the same. Okay, 4 pans later, or 4 sieves later, and we have about the same amount of dirt in there. And straight away the difference is I can't even force my fingers into this because it resets that hard. And that's what we're after, because that's not going to let gold go. Alright, we're getting down to the skinny end now. Just remember, we're not looking necessarily at first for the gold, but the presence or absence of heavy material. And straight away I can already see ironstone sticking its head out at a much earlier stage than what we had on that last pan from the loose soil. Look at all the ironstone down there. Alright, so same amount of dirt, almost in the same area, 1 foot apart, and we'll see what difference this makes. Lots more ironstone straight away, and nicer, coarser gold and more of it. Look at that. So same amount of shovels, pretty much from the same location, but the only difference was that this is in the middle of the low pressure system in a layer that can trap gold. It can stop gold because of the clay, which is awesome. That's what you're after. Bit of an impromptu video showing you this because I hadn't planned on making one. I hope it was rather informative. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to put up a video of all the gold that I find at the end of today, and I'm actually going to compare it to the gold that I found yesterday using my gold cradle. Thank you very much for watching. As always, I hope to catch you out here sometime and check out this gold.